All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So there seems to be a lot of negativity out there directed towards natural bodybuilders, specifically professional natural bodybuilders. So this is a guy I wanted to introduce you guys to named John Hanson, who is a professional natural bodybuilder who won the natural Mr. Olympia competition. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this guy up is because I believe he is natural, and I think sometimes we need to spread positivity instead of just trying to prove that people aren't natural and just play the steroid card and play the blame game all day. I think sometimes we need to just give props when props are due. So John Hanson is a natural bodybuilder. I'm going to give you guys his competition stats here. 5'8", 205 pounds in competition condition. He has won the natural Mr. Olympia, the natural Mr. Universe twice, the natural Mr. North America, the Mid-America Heavyweight Championships, the Illinois Natural, the Mr. Illinois, and the Teenage Midwest Open. So this is a guy who's won a lot of shows. He's been competing for almost 40 years, like I said. He's 54 years old today, and he still looks like he's, 25. The guy has all his hair. He looks exactly like he did, 20 years ago. So the reason I bring that up is because I think this guy has top-of-the-line genetics. Every once in a while, we find a guy who claims to be natural that actually is natural, and the reason that people don't believe him is because his genetics are so supreme. But every once in a while, we've just got to admit that sometimes there's genetic freaks out there that have been training for 40 years and look great and have great physiques, and they're just natural. If you look at this guy's chest, this guy has a massive barrel chest. Now, this is something you can't get just from taking steroids. This is something that is clearly passed down through genetics. So you can tell by this guy being 54, having a full head of hair, looking like he's 20, still competing, having this big barrel chest that he obviously got through genetics. You can just tell that this guy has top-of-the-line genetics. So let me read you guys some more of this guy's competition stats. He says his best measurements, so these are his all-time biggest measurements in competition condition. A 51-inch chest, obviously his chest is very big, 19-inch arms, which isn't that big at all, 27-inch thighs, and 17-inch calves. He started lifting in 1977 when he was 14 years old. So like I said, he's been training for 40 years. And his first competition was in 1979, the AAU Teenage Mr. Chicago, when he was 16 years old. So this guy won the Natural Olympia, like I said, in 1998. And ever since, he's been promoting natural bodybuilding and doing his own natural shows. So this guy is a massive proponent of natural bodybuilding. He goes around and promotes natural shows. He does a bunch of interviews and all kinds of articles and stuff about natural bodybuilding. He's put a lot of good information out there. So the reason I wanted to make a video about this guy is I've been following him for probably, 4 or 5 years now. I've been aware of this guy. I follow him on Instagram. I follow his website. I follow his YouTube channel. And I believe he's natural, man. I don't think he has any reason to lie about it. I think people go around and want to play the blame game, like I said, and just want to point the finger at anyone that has a better physique than them and just claim they're on steroids. But I think this is one of those examples of a guy that has just top-of-the-line genetics, natural guy. He's been training all these years. Just a dude with great genetics that is actually natural, likes to compete naturally. He competes multiple times a year in all these different shows. And like I said, he's still competing at 54 years old, and he still looks like he's 20, whereas most of these guys that took steroids 20, 30 years ago when this guy started competing, they look like shit now in their 50s, and this guy looks amazing. So really, I just wanted to give this guy a shout out, put out some positive vibes out there. This guy is a great bodybuilder. I believe he's natural. I just wanted to give him some props rather than trying to tear people down. I wanted to build someone up that I believe is actually natural. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Go check out John Hanson's YouTube channel or his Instagram page. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.